It is time now for better food. That makes Monday always better. It's a beautiful place to get a bite to eat. We're talking about the Pond House Cafe right at Elizabeth Park. Yep. And Chef Ani Robaina from the restaurant is joining us today.
Yeah, with Mom's famous meatloaf and some light sides to serve with it. This looks absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you so much. Yeah. So everybody always asks us in spring, what's your seasonal menu, your spring menu? So, but don't get rid of the meatloaf. So that's always a challenge,
We think it's like
right?
a heavy comfort food.
Right. So
but it's actually a good thing. And you know what? People are doing a lot of make-ahead Mondays, and it's something that can hold for a few days with those busy sports nights.
Absolutely perfect. And both of these are absolutely perfect for that. You know, we just pre-slice it. All of this was done in the oven, heat it up, and we're going to do two presentations today. We're going to do our menu meatloaf today, and so we take our dried cranberries and we pickle them and we make a different kind of cranberry sauce, but it's kind of nice. So
cranberry sauce can be for spring and summer too.
Spring and summer too. So we do a little bit of peppers and cinnamon and vinegar, and well, you don't need any sugar because it's the sweetened dried cranberries.
Sweet anyway,
Puree it, and then if you want to put it, you want to take a spoon and just make a nice whatever. We like to put it on the bottom, and then you can take your fork and
so what's the best way to make that look pretty?
So I would put it down and then take the back of the spoon and
just smear it?
Smear it. A smear of the cranberry.
Like just like a
absolutely.
Circle,
yes, very nice.
Makes a nice presentation.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
Because you guys always do such a good job, but I wasn't sure. Now that's what you do. You just smear it.
You just smear it? Absolutely.
All right, there we go. We have our smear of
looks good.
Cranberry.
So here we've taken some roasted sweet potatoes, brie, and pecans. And so we're using that as our base. It's an alternative to heavy mashed potatoes.
Brie makes anything better.
You know, and I've never, like, I think both of us were looking at that going, oh my gosh, it's amazing. I've never seen or thought of brie on sweet potatoes, but it looks delicious.
And it just really goes well.
I mean, that could be dinner right there.
Absolutely.
Okay, and that's pretty easy. Just roast some sweet potatoes, keep those, and you're just put a slice of brie and some
pecans
walnuts.
and put in pecans or walnuts, whatever nut, pine nut, anything you want. We put the whole thing in the oven.
The sweet potatoes are so flavorful anyway. So
yeah, and their skins roast really nicely, so you don't even have to peel them. So it can't get any easier than that, right? And so we take our meatloaf. We have an all beef meatloaf. I know everybody has their own favorite. There's turkey. There's pork, veal, and meat. There's all very kinds of traditional meatloafs, but they're all good.
Is there a secret to getting it right? Sometimes meatloaf, it's dried out, or it's this. Is there some word of wisdom you have for the home chef?
Yes. You do need a little bit of bread, and you need egg, but milk. Milk is it's the one thing that goes in there, and it's a really good moisture.
You need to put milk in it.
I think you should put some milk in it. Yeah, that always works really well.
I've seen some with Parmesan cheese, too.
Cheese.
Does that work?
Yeah, it works, and it flavors it really well. It's delicious, right? And so, but milk, egg, and bread, I think, are the three, you know, so.
And you don't want it underdone, so that's, I think, what you're saying. It's like you keep cooking it because you don't want it underdone.
You don't want it to be a hockey puck.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. We don't like hockey puck meatloaf, right? And so then we have our we use veal demi-glace, but you can use gravy, any good gravy recipe you have. And we love to add chipotle peppers to this, and the smokiness of the chipotle with the sweet of the potatoes, the richness of the brie, it all just works really well.
Chipotle is amazing.
And
so talk about flavor. Chipotle has just amazing flavor.
And especially if you're serving that, you know, as a leftover, a little sauce on that will make it seem
absolutely. You probably put all this into a sandwich if you wanted to as well.
Okay.
And then we just take some onions and we slice them on a mandolin or with a knife, and we fry them for a little texture. Because sometimes meatloaf can be soft if you like a little crunch in your dinner. And there you have a really nice meatloaf dish. And you could do this for a buffet. You know, you could put out a big platter of all the pieces of meatloaf and the sweet potatoes underneath.
So you make it like a big loaf and then you slice it?
Absolutely, yeah. And then we actually portion it and freeze it, like in portions.
Oh, that would be a good idea.
And then you can just pull
one
out.
Bag out and you've got a little portion.
Yeah, it's perfect. That's this. And then the other way people don't think about meatloaf is a Benedict.
Oh, wow.
And so we have a really nice potato cake here. The meatloaf, again, came out of the oven. We have a poached egg here.
Yeah, look at that. So that's on like a little hash brown.
A little hash brown.
A little breakfast meatloaf?
Yes, right. And then...
Now that looks good. That's a nice
that
little
looks
brunch.
Great.
If you want to
meatloaf for brunch.
Meatloaf for brunch,
too. The roasted red peppers we usually put right on there.
Just put a few of those on top for color?
Just put a few of those on top. Yeah.
So pretty.
It is really pretty.
Yeah, really pretty.
And then you can do the hollandaise, or if you want to grab that bottle carrot, it's a little bit of balsamic glaze.
Okay.
And we're just going to do a little drizzle on top of that. Yep. And then there you go. And you don't have to have hollandaise, but it gives you the sweetness and the acid and the sweet, and it's absolutely delicious
looks like an ice
and
cream
easy.
dish, doesn't it?
I mean, that would take 2 seconds to all put together. If you already have the meatloaf done, you put it with your. Look how fancy.
Delicious.
Or you could go to the pond house and get it.
There you go. Even better. Come say hello.
It's coming up to that time of year. The roses are going to be out. Pond house is beautiful.
The park was already full this weekend, and where Easter's coming up, and we have Mother's Day after that, which we love to do at the Pond House.
So, all right, beautiful brunches to check out. Be sure to check out the Pond House Cafe. It's right at Elizabeth Park on Asylum Avenue in West Hartford.
Yep, the website is pondhousecafe.com.